Alright guys, I'm out of the house I did back in the about this time last year. I found a $50 right down there near that work truck. Another $50 right down beside that locust tree over there, where it's falling down. And about, I don't know, about 12 or 14 silvers in these 3 yards right here. I'm trying to get permission for the house on the corner. I told him I'd cut up all that wood there for permission, but the guy's not home anyway. I was getting a signal right here. I did this whole yard really good. You think, it's never hunted out like they say. It's really windy today, but look at this, popped this. I mean, what in the world? It's a daggone cat wearing clothes with a flute. I think it was a ring. I thought for sure once I saw that green on there, I think it was it could have been a pin. But right down here you can see a G coming out. It says Sterling. I knew it probably was by the way it cleaned up. Wiped off. Look at that. The darn cat wearing a darn either. It's probably a kilt. I don't know. Alright. Alright guys, real quick in this hole right there, I just popped this. I think these are Girl Scouts, I haven't cleaned it up enough. Alright. I think it's broke off. Cool. Alright guys, right in this hole I just dug something I've been wanting to find for a long time. Right up behind this tree is where I found the Sterling cat in a dress. I've been up around back and I come down. I found over here about 4 wheats in one hole, a couple nickels, and down in here I was getting a real crappy signal. I've been digging a lot of lead where they sealed a bunch of pipes. I figured that's what it was again, but just popped this. Ain't that cool? I love that. I think it'll display nice. I know it's not precious metal or nothing. I'd really like to have one of the bigger ones. Like a hat badge or maybe. I love that thing. Alright. Alright guys, the other day I was down the street here. I got a couple of permissions and this lady pulled in. I've been trying to get a hold to her. And ran up and she said, yeah, it's fine. And right over here is where I found the golden wedding band and silver quarter, a bunch of, all up through here. And I always pick up sticks for people and pile them up, do more work than what I try to do a lot of work for people for free, obviously. So I had all these sticks picked up. I was going to put them right here. So thank goodness I went over and grabbed my machine real quick to make sure it wasn't nothing underneath the pile where I was going to put it. Over here it was just a bottle cap. Come right here, I was getting 95. It sounded like iron. Let's check this out. So, thank goodness I had the foresight to check under there real quick. I got a silver Washington. I think it is. Oh yeah. 52. Alright. I'm glad. I've seen the mint. Alright, cool. Alright guys, I just dug the buff and the silver. Come right down through here. Haven't even got in the yard yet. This is the first strip in the yard. And I got my streak continues. I hope. Let's see what I got here. No, it's not real. It's pretty though. I like it. Alright. We'll look at it later. Alright. No. Shame. Okay. Alright guys, real quick. Right beside the trees where I dug the silver coin, I've been doing this curb strip. Besides 2 pieces of ground wire off this telephone pole. Just dug this buffalo nickels. It's in good shape. Alright. Alright guys, real quick. Just popped this out the hole. I think it's aluminum. I didn't know what it was for a while. I thought it was a snake, but I believe it's like one of those Chinese dragons. I've got it turned. It's all rolled up, I believe. I think that's the head. Anyway, it's definitely different. I think that's the tip of his tail. We'll shake it out later. Alright. Alright guys. And come across the front yard, I dug nothing but pennies. Every signal is an 84, 85, and I know it's a penny, but I just can't help but thinking it could be something else. So, and this is where it pays off. You know, usually on the dais you get a 45 to a 53. It's usually foil, but I try to dig everything. And here's where it pays off. Look at this, it's on the surface. I know that's real, I can tell already. Yep, it's gonna be real. Look at that, guys. It rang up a 50. Two little diamonds in it. It's probably 10 karat. Isn't that awesome? It makes my day. Beautiful. We'll look at it later. I wish you guys could hear this. I'm not going to hear it, but I thought it was a hawk's nest up on the top, in the top of that pine. But evidently there's a female, and there's all kinds of. There's one smaller one. I figure that she's a female, and there's 4 or 5 of them running around yelping. I've never seen it before in my life. You can there's one way up. Here's a big boy right there. I think they're red-tailed hawks. They were over in that tree. It is definitely some kind of mating ritual. I mean, there might be as many as 6 or 7 of them here, actually. It's very cool. I love hawks. Alright. Alright. Alright guys, I'm gonna, since I'm so backed up, I'm gonna add these two hunts together. Because I've got too many hunts to release to do one at a time. Anyway, I'll start. All this over here is from. It's actually 3 hunts. This is probably from 2 different yards, about a 2-hour and a 1-hour, 1 hour and a half hunt. They're all intermingled. This is just a bunch of the riffraff stuff. I found a bunch of wheats. Pretty cool heart. Usually I think stuff like that breaks in half. Surprised it didn't. Very intricate piece of copper. I don't know whether that was a piece of a earring or what. Thought that was silver for a while. It's a pendant. Never found this before. I found 3 of these. The other 2 must have been made out of something else, or I don't know why they didn't come out like this one. Something for a little girl's hair, probably. This fooled me for a minute. I won't even put this in the video. From where I dug it, I thought it was gold for a minute. Sprayer off a Roundup sprayer, backpack sprayer. Or this yard here, I found a bunch of dog tags. I love dog tags. I love the shapes. It's an old pepper shaker lid. It slid sideways. Pretty cool. I've got a bunch of these old kid shovel metal ones. I know y'all probably find these in y'all's part of the country. And here in Waynesboro, where I live, Ours was Early Dawn Creamery. This one here is a little bit newer, where it was a co-op dairy. But and then Stanton, our neighbor city, was what are you doing, girl? We had a early. No, they had a Augusta Dairy. I find a lot of them when I go to Stanton to detect. Those are off the old glass milk bottles. Anyway, enough about that. This is probably the best dog tag I found. It was a 58. This is pretty cool. Old clockwinder key. I don't know why it had two of them. I guess on that, maybe it was on her grandfather's clock. It needed two winder keys. Find these all the time. Off an old oil lamp probably. This thing's wild. It's a brass, heavy brass. I was gonna just throw it my scrap brass, but I saw this. It's like an orchid or something, and I assume there's one down here. And I don't know what that would have been on. I should straighten it out. Try. Old glass button, piece of lead, old junk mood ring. This was cool. Baby spoon for some girl named Amy, 2/20, 1976. So she was 2 years older than me. This is really neat. It's a lead piece. You can see it had a piece of iron in the middle, it seems like. Don't know what that was off of, but that's lead actually. Girl Scout thing. I've got numerous of these too. A pin came off the back. I can't remember if this came off that, or if I think it came off of this cat. This is a sterling silver cat with clothes on. I have no clue what in the world it went to. Sterling back there. This is probably my favorite out of this pile. Out of this hunt was that there. I love that. I always loved that emblem. It's missing its pins too. And a Play-Doh 5-cent is metal. Alright. Next time I'm going to go here back here in the morning. I just hunted just a very little bit of the front yard for about an hour and a half, 2 hours. I found all this here is a lead cap off of something. Another dog tag here from 86. Another reed off of a accordion, I think is what these are, or maybe an organ. Old master key, old play money. I can't see exactly what that one. It's all chewed up. Riff-raff stuff. 1929 buff. Sorry, I got shadow here. I thought sure this was silver at first. I probably had this in the video, but come on, phone. Anyway, there's a bucket off of a backhoe, toy backhoe. This here is that thing that was all rolled up. I don't know if this was a ring I went on and unrolled it, or it's got Hong Kong on the back. It would have had a jewel for his eye, probably. Alright. If you find these are always off of a slat roof, a slate roof. It had a piece of slate that had two holes, and it would just, these would be mounted, and it would just basically be replaceable. We could take them on and off. Zippo lighter lid. There's that 1952 Washington I found right beside the road. And ball bearing. Some kind of a piece of copper. And this is the find of this week. It was my piece of it's a 10 carat. Come on, friend. With 2 little chips of diamond. So it's still in pretty good shape. Anyway, the 10 carats in there somewhere. You can't, there's a scratch right on it, but anyway, it's in there, trust me. Alright guys, thank y'all for watching. Sorry I don't have things organized like I should. Alright, have a good one guys.